Hi there guys, welcome to Nordic Game Garage. My name is Robin. Today we're meeting up with this guy Oskar and another guy called Michael. They are two guys that's really into old Volkswagens. They are Volkswagen maniacs. Oskar, he got the Volkswagen Bus Type 2 and Michael, he got the Beetle Type 1. So we're gonna head out to them and we will have a fun day together. So no more fuss about it.
Going on in your life right now that's challenging, painful. It's just a reminder to take a little bit better care of yourself. Because you're worth it. You can have this feeling anytime you choose.
Okay, so now we're here at Gamleby and we're here with Oskar. So this is Oskar. We're just gonna have a look at his car and do a short session about it.
My name is Oskar, I'm from Sweden. Coming from Linköping, and I drive this 1957 Volkswagen Bus. My Volkswagen interest started for about 10 years ago. I started my interest with a 1958 Bug, did a whole renovation of it, and then I bought a 181, a Thing, yellow one, really slammed, did a whole renovation of that too. I found a Ghia, a 56, in a parking garage in the middle of Linköping.
Tell me a little bit about your Karma Ghia that you found. So you were out. Did you just stumble upon it in a parking garage or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's...
And then I contacted the seller, the owner.
Okay.
And
so you watched the number plates and then tried to find this guy.
Yeah.
And you just called him?
Yep.
Okay.
And asked him if I could buy it.
Okay.
First he said no, because it was his father that started the project. He understood that he was too old to finish it, so I got to take it over 2 months after I called the first time.
Okay, so you called first and then 2 months later he finally said okay, you can have it.
Yeah.
Okay, so after those 2 months you went there and you loaded up on a trailer.
Yeah.
Was it a rolling chassis? Was it rolling?
Yeah, it was rolling, but the body was loose on the chassis.
So it's a bit sketchy to move it.
Stripes and...
Okay, so you have to stripe it down and just put it on the trailer.
Yeah.
You were just looking under the cover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Now you got the car at home and you're about to... did you just start working on it by yourself?
Yeah, for the most, and a couple of friends.
Okay, so you got some help as well?
Yeah.
Was it in a rough shape?
Oh, it was quite good. It's just a little bit of body repairs and such.
So there's something special with that car that you found as well. It was a matching number, right?
Yeah, exactly. The engine and the body and everything was the original from the factory in Germany.
And that's pretty uncommon, right?
Yeah, it's very usual that the engine was replaced.
Yeah, because they're not very reliable, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. So after you did a whole repair on that one, And it was kind of the same style as this one, right?
Yeah, low and much patina.
Okay, just as original as you can keep it,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Because that's how you like your cars.
Yeah, you can use the car.
Yeah, yeah. You always want to drive the car. You
yeah.
don't want it in a shop or something. No. Eventually, you sold the car Mangia.
Yeah, I decided to buy me a house or something instead, but
well,
then I found this one, and
you just had to buy it when
exactly.
you saw this one, because it's a special model for you that you want to have.
Yeah, it's a dream car.
So the story about your car, about this one, in Sweden we have this thing called bug run.
The biggest one in North Europe.
Yeah, so it's a lot of bugs.
Yeah.
You were on bug run and you had a couple of beers in you, right?
I sold the Gia just a couple of days before bug run, so I didn't have a car on bug run.
Then you had a few beers.
Yep.
And you met this guy.
Yep. That had this one.
Okay, so you had this car on the show and you just tried to convince him to sell it to you, right?
A couple of beers later, I finally did it.
He said, okay, I will sell it to you.
Yeah, and I know the guy from before, so.
Yeah, because the story with this car is that he bought it a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he bought it from another friend.
Okay.
And that friend imported it from Belgium.
Okay, so you went down to Belgium with a friend a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah, to pick up this bus that he had bought. I fell in love with it.
Yeah, you wanted to buy it from him, sort of, right then?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been doing a lot to this car.
From the start, it's a 7-passenger bus, so it's have 2 seats here in the back. But I wanted to sleep over.
Yeah, you wanted to be able to camp with it.
Yeah, exactly.
With your little girl, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I have done this camping interior instead.
Tell me a bit about the engine.
It has a upgraded engine from a 70s Bug and a gearbox from the same car, and it has disc brakes from a Porsche. The bus was first sold in California. At the end of it was a hippie bus, all painted, and you can still see some of the paintings over here. In the end of its hippie life, it was left to decay in a barn, and then it was found again like in the early 2000s. Eventually it ended up in Belgium at Bob at BBT, a guy from Belgium that found it and bought it and renovated it up.
So we just arrived to Gamleby. It's a small city outside of where I live, so it's maybe an hour away. And we just got here to have a ride along with Michael and Oskar. We actually got a few cars here, so we got the bus, and we also have the pretty low and slammed Beetle. Other than that, we got the more classic style Beetle. It's in very good condition, and the same owner as this one got the beach buggy as well. Okay, so now we're here at Michael and his dad's garage. They have one bug each, right? And they also got the beach bug. Yeah. So this is Michael, and this is Michael's dad. We're gonna go for a ride now, go to the next town over, and yeah, do some filming when we're out there.
Have more power than you might be giving yourself credit for. You have something going on in your life. A reminder to take a little bit better care of yourself. It's worth it. You can have this feeling anytime you choose.
Hi, my name is Mike. I'm 32 years old from Sweden. I drive a 1966 Volkswagen Type 1 with air suspension and narrow front beam. It all started when I was like 18 or 19 years old when my dad showed me what cars he had, and he showed me that he had a Volkswagen Beetles, and I got very interested and bought my first 1973 bike. And I found this outside the town in a old barn, and I took it home and restored it. It's a big passion for me and my father. We have it together. I just put in a sunroof this winter. I had the car for about 10 years now, and it's still going on with different kind of projects and stuff like that. And I put some beach buggy rims on and I rebuilt the car, and I lowered it as much as I can.